In the tapestry of human interactions, two archetypes often emerge. First, there are those whose presence enriches our lives, even in fleeting moments. They inspire joy, faith, and a renewed belief in the goodness of humanity. These individuals leave a lingering sense of hope, as if their kindness and authenticity illuminated the darkest corners of our doubts. Then, the others drain us of energy and optimism, replacing it with discomfort, frustration, and sometimes even despair. They are reminders of life's challenges, the complexities of human nature, and the caution we must exercise in whom we choose to trust. The distinction between these two types of people becomes increasingly important as we navigate relationships and encounters. Stoic philosophy teaches us that not everyone is worthy of our respect or trust, a lesson that grows more vital with age and experience. Trust and respect are not currencies to be wasted, but treasures to be guarded. Discerning who deserves these treasures is not just an act of self-preservation, but a path to personal empowerment. In this exploration, we delve into the wisdom of Stoicism to identify 9 archetypes of individuals who may not merit our trust or respect. More importantly, we will uncover how the timeless principles of this ancient philosophy equip us to navigate these encounters with clarity, grace, and resilience. Before we begin, I invite you to embark on a challenge. As you journey through this discussion, focus on one archetype. Reflect deeply on how its lessons resonate with your own life. This is not merely an exercise in awareness, but an opportunity to strengthen your understanding of yourself and the world. In embracing this challenge, you take the first step toward becoming a more discerning, resilient, and empowered version of yourself. 1. The Narcissist. Among the many faces we encounter in life, the narcissist stands out as one of the most challenging. These individuals, consumed by an exaggerated sense of self-importance, seek constant admiration while dismissing the needs, feelings, and contributions of others. Beneath their polished exterior lies a fragile ego that demands validation at every turn, creating a toxic dynamic that can leave those around them feeling undervalued and drained. A narcissist often projects an illusion of confidence and charm, drawing others into their orbit with ease. Yet their relentless pursuit of attention reveals an inner turmoil, a fear of inadequacy and rejection that fuels their self-centered behavior. This ceaseless need for affirmation can manifest in various ways: taking credit for others' work, dominating conversations to spotlight their achievements, or dismissing differing opinions as inferior. Their lack of empathy turns relationships into transactional exchanges, eroding trust and mutual respect over time. Stoicism offers profound guidance for dealing with such individuals. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminds us that if things pain you, it is not they that disturb you, but your judgment of them. This principle encourages us to detach from the emotional turbulence a narcissist can create. Instead of reacting to their provocations, we can cultivate patience and clarity, recognizing their behavior as a reflection of their insecurities rather than a measure of our worth. By understanding the traits of a narcissist through the lens of Stoicism, we empower ourselves to approach these interactions with composure and self-assurance. Identifying their patterns, such as their incessant need for admiration and manipulative tendencies, enables us to set boundaries and protect our emotional well-being. At the same time, embracing the Stoic virtues of empathy and self-awareness allows us to navigate these challenges without succumbing to negativity or resentment. The lesson here is not only to safeguard ourselves, but also to grow stronger through the experience. Dealing with narcissistic individuals teaches us resilience, the art of maintaining inner peace amidst external chaos. By applying these Stoic principles, we transform challenging encounters into opportunities for personal growth, emerging not as victims of their toxicity, but as masters of our emotions and choices. 2. The Manipulator. In the intricate web of human relationships, Manipulators are the silent architects of mistrust and control. These individuals masterfully conceal their true intentions, using subtle tactics to undermine the confidence and autonomy of those around them. They prey on vulnerability, twisting reality to serve their ends, leaving their victims disoriented and doubting their judgment. A manipulator's arsenal is vast, ranging from calculated flattery to deliberate guilt-tripping, each move designed to bend others to their will. The actual danger of a manipulator lies not only in their actions but in their ability to erode a person's sense of self. By casting doubt and distorting truth, they create a fog of uncertainty, making it increasingly difficult for their targets to discern reality. For instance, they might downplay your concerns with phrases like, "You're overreacting," or "You're imagining things," deflecting accountability and planting seeds of self-doubt. Over time, this calculated erosion of confidence can leave even the most self-assured individuals feeling powerless and trapped. Stoicism offers a path to reclaim that power. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This timeless wisdom reminds us that while we cannot always control a manipulator's actions, we can control how we perceive and respond to them. By anchoring ourselves in inner strength and self-awareness, we can rise above their tactics, refusing to let their games define our reality. Recognizing manipulators begins with understanding their subtle signs: constant deflection, emotional exploitation, and a pattern of diminishing others to maintain control. Once we see through their facade, setting firm boundaries becomes essential. Stoic principles guide us to focus on what truly matters: our growth, integrity, and peace of mind. Instead of engaging in their toxic games, we can cultivate resilience, allowing their words and actions to lose power over us. Engaging with manipulators is a test of character and emotional fortitude. However, by applying the teachings of Stoicism, we can transform these encounters into opportunities for growth. They remind us to fortify our inner world, to sharpen our discernment, and to stand firm in our values. In doing so, we protect ourselves from their influence and embody the strength and clarity that Stoic philosophy champions. 3. The victim. We often encounter individuals who perpetually cast themselves as victims, convinced that the world conspires against them. These individuals see their misfortunes as the fault of external forces, avoiding acknowledging their circumstances. While their stories may initially evoke our sympathy, over time, their refusal to take responsibility can drain the energy of those around them, creating an environment steeped in negativity and helplessness. The victim mindset is not merely a pattern of thought, but a lens through which they interpret every interaction. They deflect accountability, framing challenges as injustices inflicted by others. For example, in a workplace setting, a victim might consistently blame colleagues or circumstances for missed deadlines, never pausing to examine their contribution. This refusal to confront reality prevents their growth and burdens those who try to support them, often leaving friends, family, or co-workers frustrated and exploited. Stoic philosophy provides a profound framework for understanding and responding to this behavior. Epictetus reminds us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This insight highlights a fundamental truth. While external events may be beyond our control, our interpretation and response are entirely within our power. Victims, however, reject this agency, choosing instead to dwell in a cycle of blame and despair. When dealing with such individuals, it is crucial to set firm emotional boundaries. Compassion does not mean enabling their behavior. Instead, it involves encouraging accountability and gently guiding them towards self-reflection. This approach requires us to maintain our balance and resist being drawn into their narrative of helplessness. For those trapped in a victim mindset, Stoicism offers a path toward empowerment. They can transform their perspective by embracing responsibility and shifting focus from external blame to internal control. It is not an easy journey, but leads to resilience, self-discipline, and a more profound sense of fulfillment. As we navigate relationships with individuals who adopt this mindset, we are reminded of the importance of guarding our emotional energy. At the same time, these interactions challenge us to embody the Stoic virtues of patience, clarity, and understanding. In doing so, we protect ourselves and exemplify the strength and wisdom that can inspire others to rise above their self-imposed limitations. 4. The judgmental. Few things can be as subtly corrosive as a judgmental mindset. Those who harbor this tendency view others through a narrow lens of preconceived notions, often devoid of empathy or understanding. Quickly criticizing and slow to listen, they project their insecurities onto the world, mistaking condemnation for wisdom. However, their judgments reveal more about their inner discord than the flaws they claim to see in others. A judgmental person thrives on dissecting the actions and choices of those around them, often without considering the context or complexity of individual circumstances. For instance, they may ridicule someone's career choices or personal struggles, dismissing their efforts while failing to see the resilience required to face such challenges. Their words, delivered with sharp certainty, can leave wounds, stifling creativity, trust, and mutual respect. Stoicism urges us to transcend this corrosive tendency, both in how we view others and in how we respond to being judged. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This teaching encourages us to approach others with humility and curiosity rather than presumption. Before passing judgment, we are called to pause, reflect, and seek to understand the circumstances and motivations that shape a person's actions. Dealing with judgmental individuals requires a blend of inner strength and compassion. Their words may sting, but as Marcus Aurelius reminds us, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. This perspective allows us to detach from the weight of their criticism, seeing it for what it is, a reflection of their worldview, not an indictment of our character. By embodying Stoic virtues, we can transform encounters with judgmental people into opportunities for growth. We affirm our commitment to inner peace and self-awareness when we resist the urge to retaliate or internalize their negativity. At the same time, these interactions remind us to examine our tendencies toward judgment, challenging us to replace criticism with empathy and understanding. In rejecting judgment, we align ourselves with the core principles of Stoicism: to live authentically, to treat others with dignity, and to focus on what truly matters, our growth and the cultivation of a virtuous life. This path not only shields us from the harm of judgment, but also inspires us to foster more profound, meaningful connections with the world. 5. The criticizer. In every sphere of life, a type of person finds fault in everything and everyone. The criticizer does not offer constructive feedback intended to uplift or inspire growth. Instead, they wield criticism to diminish, control, or assert superiority over others. Their constant barrage of negative observations can chip away at confidence, stifle creativity, and poison relationships, often leaving their targets feeling inadequate or disheartened. The intentions of a criticizer are rarely noble. While they may disguise their remarks as honest observations or tough love, their underlying motivation often stems from their insecurities or envy. A coworker might downplay your achievements with dismissive comments like, "You just got lucky," or "It's not as impressive as you think." These words are not meant to guide or encourage, but to plant seeds of doubt, shifting attention away from their shortcomings. Stoic philosophy offers a profound antidote to such negativity. Marcus Aurelius teaches us, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject." This wisdom reminds us that criticism should not be given undue weight, especially when it lacks substance or context. Instead, we are called to focus on what we know to be accurate and to measure our worth against our principles, not the flawed judgment of others. Dealing with a criticizer requires both discernment and emotional fortitude. The first step is to distinguish between criticism that is constructive and that which is meant to harm. Constructive feedback, however challenging to hear, comes from a place of care and seeks to improve. Harmful criticism, on the other hand, is often vague, harsh, or delivered with ill intent. Recognizing this distinction allows us to engage with feedback that serves us while disregarding that which does not. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to remain composed in the face of negativity. As Seneca advises, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. In the context of criticism, this principle encourages us to see that a criticizer's need to find flaws often stems from dissatisfaction. Understanding this can help us respond gracefully, seeing their behavior as a reflection of their struggles rather than a commentary on our worth. Ultimately, the presence of critics in our lives challenges us to strengthen our resilience and deepen our commitment to personal growth. By refusing to let their words define us, we affirm the Stoic ideal of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and inner peace. In doing so, we transform their negativity into an opportunity to reaffirm our values and continue our journey toward a life of virtue and fulfillment. 6. The envious. Envy is a silent yet influential critic who critiques relationships and poisons one's inner peace. The envious individual views the success of others not as a celebration of human achievement, but as a personal affront to their insecurities. Their comparison-driven mindset fuels a destructive cycle of resentment and self-doubt, creating a toxic atmosphere that stifles growth, trust, and genuine connection. Envy often manifests subtly, cloaked in passive-aggressive remarks or veiled attempts to diminish another's accomplishments. Consider a colleague who comments, "Well, anyone could have done that," when acknowledging your success, or a friend who habitually shifts focus to their achievements whenever you share the good news. These behaviors betray a deeper issue, an inability to appreciate others' victories without feeling diminished by them. Stoicism offers a liberating perspective on envy. Marcus Aurelius teaches, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This principle reminds us that envy is not born from external achievements, but internal discontent. It is not the success of others that rob us of joy. It is our choice to measure ourselves against them. By shifting our focus inward, we reclaim the power to define our worth based on virtues, not comparisons. Dealing with envious individuals requires a combination of empathy and self-awareness. Recognize that their envy often stems from pain or insecurity rather than malice. Instead of reacting defensively, consider doing so with kindness and offering support that might ease their inner turmoil. At the same time, protect your emotional boundaries. Their feelings are not yours to carry. For those struggling with themselves, Stoicism provides practical tools for transformation. Begin by cultivating gratitude, a practice that shifts attention from what you lack to what you already possess. Epictetus advises, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not but rejoices for those which he has." Embrace this mindset to free yourself from envy, focusing instead on personal growth and the unique path ahead. Ultimately, envy is a distraction from the pursuit of virtue and self-improvement. By recognizing and addressing it, whether in ourselves or others, we move closer to the Stoic ideal of living a life guided by wisdom, courage, and inner tranquility. Let others' successes inspire rather than intimidate, and remember that true fulfillment arises not from surpassing others, but from surpassing your former self. 7. The Gossip Monger. In every corner of society, the gossip monger thrives, spreading whispers that ripple through communities like an unchecked wildfire. These individuals wield words as weapons, not to uplift or build connections, but to control, manipulate, and sow discord. Gossip is their currency, and their exchanges often come at the expense of trust, reputation, and harmony. To them, the private lives of others are merely fodder for their narratives, leaving a trail of broken confidences and strained relationships in their wake. The allure of gossip lies in its seeming harmlessness, yet its consequences can be devastating. Consider a workplace where one employee subtly discredits another through idle chatter, implying incompetence or dishonesty. These seemingly minor remarks spread, distorting perceptions and fostering mistrust among colleagues. Over time, this toxic environment stifles collaboration and erodes the morale of even the most resilient individuals. Stoicism warns us of the dangers of such behavior, not only for those targeted, but for the gossip mongers themselves. Marcus Aurelius observed, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This insight reminds us that indulging in gossip distracts from pursuing personal growth and virtue. Instead of engaging in the trivial or malicious, we must focus on cultivating character and strengthening our inner lives. To navigate interactions with gossip mongers, one must first recognize their patterns. The subtle digs disguised as humor, the eagerness to discuss others' flaws, and the inability to hold silent about matters of trust. When faced with such individuals, Stoicism encourages us to remain composed and refuse to participate in their games. By redirecting conversations or disengaging entirely, we protect our integrity and our relationship's sanctity. Furthermore, gossip mongers in our own lives require vigilance and discipline. Words carry immense power. They can either heal or harm. Epictetus reminds us, first, learn to silence what you say, and then speak. Let this principle guide our interactions, ensuring that our speech aligns with our values and intentions. Practicing restraint and thoughtfulness not only shields us from the pitfalls of gossip, but also fosters environments rooted in trust and respect. Ultimately, the gossip monger's actions serve as a reminder of the importance of authenticity and discretion. In choosing to rise above their influence, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideals of wisdom, integrity, and self-mastery. The path to virtue demands that we not only reject the negativity of others, but also hold ourselves accountable to a higher standard, using our words to build rather than break, to connect rather than divide. 8. The Fair-Weather Friend. Friendship gossip monger sibbed is a bond that thrives in both sunshine and storm. Yet the fair-weather friend reveals the fragility of relationships built on convenience rather than commitment. These individuals are present in moments of celebration and abundance, eager to bask in the glow of your successes. But when adversity strikes, they vanish, leaving behind the stark realization that their loyalty was conditional, their support fleeting. Fair-weather friends operate under a transactional mindset, valuing sunshine and storms to offer personal gain or comfort. Consider a colleague who is always eager to join celebratory gatherings, but becomes conspicuously absent when you face professional setbacks. Or a friend who enthusiastically shares their triumphs yet turns silent or distant when you need emotional support. These interactions highlight a troubling imbalance, where generosity and care flow only one way. Stoicism provides a framework to approach such relationships with wisdom and clarity. Seneca reminds us, "It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light." This insight urges us to view the absence of fair-weather friends not as a loss, but as an opportunity to discern genuine connections. True friends do not simply accompany us in moments of joy, but anchor us through life's tempests, sharing burdens and blessings. Identifying and addressing fair-weather friendships requires introspection and courage. Pay attention to the patterns. Are these individuals consistently unavailable during difficult times? Do their actions reflect mutual respect and reciprocity, or are they rooted in self-interest? Recognizing these signs allows us to set boundaries, prioritizing relationships that nourish and drain our emotional energy. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate self-reliance, ensuring that our well-being does not hinge on the presence or absence of others. Marcus Aurelius writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By nurturing inner resilience, we reduce dependence on fickle relationships, drawing strength from within rather than external validation. Ultimately, the presence of fair-weather friends in our lives offers a valuable lesson in discernment and self-worth. Their departure during challenging times is not a reflection of our shortcomings, but a testament to the superficiality of their commitment. Embracing Stoic principles, we learn to cherish authentic connections while releasing those that do not align with our values. In doing so, we create space for deeper, more meaningful relationships rooted in mutual support and genuine care. A testament to the enduring power of true friendship. 9. The Flatterer. Amid the many challenges of human relationships, the flatterer poses a particularly insidious threat. Cloaked in the guise of kindness and admiration, these individuals use excessive praise to manipulate and control. Though seemingly harmless or uplifting, their words often lack sincerity and serve ulterior motives. While their compliments may temporarily boost self-esteem, they ultimately erode trust, authenticity, and the ability to discern genuine intentions. Flatterers excel at identifying the vulnerabilities and aspirations of others, crafting their words to exploit these weak points. For instance, a colleague might lavish praise on your contributions to a project, not out of genuine respect, but to curry favor or gain an advantage. Over time, this pattern reveals itself as hollow and transactional, leaving you questioning their true intentions. Their praise is not meant to celebrate your achievements, but to steer your actions in a direction that benefits them subtly. Stoicism offers invaluable insights into identifying and resisting the influence of flatterers. Marcus Aurelius warns, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This philosophy invites us to examine why we might be drawn to flattery in the first place. A craving for validation or a fear of inadequacy often makes us susceptible to insincere praise. We subtly steer your actions in a direction that benefits them in addressing these internal insecurities. Dealing with flatterers requires cultivating discernment and grounding oneself in truth. Genuine praise is specific, balanced, and rooted in reality, while flattery is excessive, vague, and often disconnected from meaningful actions. We can engage with others more authentically when we recognize these differences, valuing honest feedback over empty compliments. Additionally, setting boundaries with those who rely on flattery to manipulate ensures that our relationships are built on respect and integrity rather than deceit. Stoic principles also emphasize humility as a safeguard against the dangers of flattery. Epictetus advises, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This mindset encourages us to prioritize growth and self-awareness over the fleeting satisfaction of external approval. By embracing humility, we become less reliant on others' opinions and more focused on our character and values. Ultimately, the flatterer serves as a reminder of the importance of authenticity in ourselves and those we surround ourselves with. By practicing self-awareness, humility, and discernment, we can resist their influence and align our lives with the Stoic ideals of wisdom, integrity, and virtue. In doing so, we create space for relationships that are not only genuine but also profoundly enriching, fostering personal growth and mutual respect. Conclusion: navigating the complexities of human relationships is a challenge as old as time itself. Yet, through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we are reminded that the accurate measure of our lives lies not in the actions of others, but in how we respond to them. The 9 types of individuals we've explored, each presenting unique challenges, offer us invaluable lessons in discernment, resilience, and self-mastery. While it's tempting to react emotionally to their behaviors, Stoicism teaches us to rise above, to anchor ourselves in virtue, and to maintain inner peace no matter the storm. As you reflect on these insights, consider the power of choice within you. You can decide who earns your trust, where your energy is directed, and how you respond to life's inevitable adversities. Embracing this agency is liberating and essential for a life guided by wisdom and integrity. Let these lessons inspire you to foster more profound, meaningful relationships while protecting your inner harmony. If this exploration resonates with you, and you seek to deepen your understanding of the Stoic principle, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. By joining this community, you'll access more thoughtful discussions, practical insights, and empowering content supporting your journey of self-discovery and growth. Remember, the path to self-mastery and fulfillment is not solitary but enriched by shared wisdom and collective learning. If you found value in this video, like, share, and leave a comment with your reflections or questions. Let us build a space where we can support and inspire one another to lead lives of purpose and authenticity. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the following video as we continue exploring the profound teachings of Stoicism and their timeless relevance. Stay strong, stay curious, and remain true to your journey.